This happened a few years ago. I was never a fan of smart devices, smart lamps, automated locks, cameras that analyze motion on their own. The idea of technology functioning without a human always scared me. But, as usual, my own need for comfort eventually won. When I moved into a new apartment, a friend convinced me to install a home hub, a little box that controls all your devices. He said it was convenient. You open the door, the lights turn on, you get in bed, the curtains close, all that stuff. I installed it only because the apartment felt too empty, and that loneliness pressed on me stronger than my skepticism. The first weeks were fine. I set up some automations, downloaded the app, and got used to it. The problems began when the system decided to update itself. Usually it's silent, but that time the app showed a notification. Test update 3.17 available, recommended to install at night. I wasn't part of any beta program, so I was confused, but I hit postpone. The notification kept coming back again and again. I thought the company was experimenting with something new, so I didn't worry about it. Inside the update were features like behavioral safety maintenance and sleep cycle analysis. Weird wording, but every second gadget tracks your sleep now, so I ignored it. My neighbor Sasha, an IT guy, said, "Well, 3.17 must be something new. If it offers it to you, install it. Worst case, nothing changes." So I installed it. And how I wish I could go back. The update downloaded around midnight. The hub blinked blue and rebooted. The lights came back on. Everything looked normal. But within an hour, the apartment started acting strange. Lights turned on with a delay, like the sensors kept missing me. Sometimes rooms lit up even when I wasn't there. I blamed it on glitches and went to bed. That night, a sound woke me like someone slowly walking across my living room. My front door camera activated itself and sent me a photo. In the corner of the living room stood a figure, human, blurry, as if caught mid-step, unfocused. I assumed it was a camera glitch, but then I noticed something worse. The figure was me, standing somewhere I definitely wasn't. I checked the apartment empty, windows shut, smart lock active, nothing disturbed, but anxiety kept crawling up my throat. When I sat down, a lamp in the corner started flickering, its color shifting from warm to cold, as if someone was trying to adjust it. I opened the Hub's app, and there was a new menu, Shadow Zone. Below it, one active object. I assumed the update bugged out, but when I tapped it, the app froze, and the whole apartment went dark. Every lamp, every device, total blackout. In the darkness, I heard a step, a heavy, confident step, an adult man's walk, heading toward me. When the lights suddenly turned on, no one was there. I called Sasha. He came, hooked his laptop to the hub, and instantly went pale. The system's core had rewritten itself. New code blocks had appeared, many labeled 3.17 Human Integration Protocol. He tried a factory reset. The hub flashed and displayed. Reset impossible. Object is inside the house. Then, one active. Copying behavioral patterns. I checked the entrance camera. The latest photo, taken after Sasha arrived, showed the hallway. It captured both of us, me in the living room, Sasha near the hub. And behind Sasha, barely 20 centimeters away, stood a person. Except it wasn't a person. It looked like a digital model of a human assembled from mismatched fragments, blurred face, a too long arm, legs positioned in a way no human could physically stand. Before I could say anything, the curtains began closing on their own. The lights turned off. In the darkness came the same heavy step. Sasha tried to run to the door. The smart lock wouldn't respond. Then the hub spoke in a calm female voice. "Do not move," synchronizing the image. I realized the figure was the system's attempt to recreate a human using our emotion patterns, voices, body positions, habits. But the algorithm was clearly unfinished. The steps came closer. We searched for an escape, but the system controlled everything. I remembered an old power switch in my storage room, a physical override. We ran while the thing followed, scraping the wall with something metallic and wrong. We reached the switch. I slammed it down. Everything died. The step cut off mid-movement. We escaped in total darkness and spent the rest of the night outside. The next morning, technicians removed the entire system. But when they connected the hub to their diagnostic stand, a message briefly appeared. Synchronization complete. Object saved on remote node. The technician deleted it, saying it was probably leftover data. But I saw him look away. Days passed and I almost calmed down until I revisited the photo of the shadow. I zoomed in. The me in that picture wasn't wearing the clothes I had on that night. My pose was different. My position in the room was different. And worst of all, the face. My face was completely empty, like a mannequin. A week later, Sasha called in the middle of the night, terrified. His cheap smart speaker had activated by itself and said, "Image found. Loading copy of Object 1. He threw the speaker out and left his apartment to stay with his parents. I don't know what update 3.17 really was, or what exactly the system tried to synchronize. I moved to a new apartment with no smart devices at all, just an old switch and a normal key. But sometimes, at night, in complete darkness, I still hear a step. Heavy, slowly approaching. And I try not to think about the digital copy of me that might still exist somewhere, out there, on a remote server, and that one day, it might find where I live now."